Good morning. I'm Paul from paulswackyworld.com. Make sure you visit us. Hey, today I'm going to go over the Dillon 650 press. I'm not an authority. I'm just going to give you a light overview of how the thing works. Don't try emulating anything I do. Read your book. Get professional help. But anyway, this is the Dillon 650 press, and we're going to take you through it step by step as best I can, just to give you a little overview of how the thing works and how you reload using a press like this. Before you can start reloading is to clean your brass. When they say clean your brass, that doesn't mean wash it in the wash machine or anything like that. Basically, we have something here called a tumbler, and you throw your dirty brass in it, turn it on, and I don't know if you can see it, but there's an agitating motion going on here, and the brass is going around through the media, and it's going to clean it. This takes, like me, I run it about 2-3 hours. I have all this brass clean in here. How do I get them out? I got to dig through these one by one and get them out. Well, this is going to take all day. There has to be a better way. There's a variety of these made on the market. And basically what you do is you take your media, your vibrator, you dump it in. Give it a few turns. I don't know if you can see that, but the media's falling out of there. The cleaning stuff is all falling out. So I'll give it a few turns and a couple shakes. And what I end up with is a basket full of clean brass. I usually clean a lot more than this. I'm just doing this for demo right now. So this is what you have to do to your cases to prep them to reload them before
This
you
is
ever
our
start
final
reloading.
inspection. We have to inspect it. We have to get it right. If you have the wrong case, it gets mixed in with the 9mm in this case, and they go through the rotary press, it can cause bad problems. It interrupts the whole cycle, and it's not like a single stage press. You have to really pay attention to what goes in, garbage out, believe me. So you have to be very careful that you don't have 380 autos mixed in, any other small calibers. You can even mix 40s in. You have to be very careful. This is your final inspection, and I'm going to show you how I do mine. If you want to be successful at reloading, especially on a rotary press, you have to follow good protocol and good inspections on your brass. So this is how I do mine.
I use a cookie sheet. Again, 99-cent store cookie sheet. And I push the cases together, and then I inspect the heads. When I'm looking in here, although this brass has been handled several times, I see one that's shorter in here. And it's a 380 auto that got mixed in. I still didn't sort it out. This is the final inspection. I have to get it right now. And here's another one that looks too small. And it's a 32 auto. This is the only method I know that really sorts them out. Just for laughs, I'm going to put the 32 auto in there and the 380 auto in the 9mm right here. And you see they just kind of disappear here when they're laying on their side. Now I got to look for them. No, that's a Luger. I don't know. I'll have to find them again. I'll have to stand these up and sort them out again. But this is why I do it like this. So what I use is a cookie sheet. This is the pre-sorted brass that we've already cleaned and sorted to make sure that there's no defects in it. And what we're going to do is take some of this sweet Dillon case lube, and what I do is give it a little mist of it. I take my hands and I just make sure that all the cases are kind of filmed a little bit with this grease. It's actually like a lube oil. It works great. And then we'll go on to the next step. This brass is ready to go into the machine now. Reload a primer tube. Always check your primers. Make sure that
It's the right primer for your application. These are small pistol for standard pistol loads. There's a flip tray with the grid side up. I'll put the box on there and I'll pull the primers off. Holy smokes. Well, there's just a couple of them that didn't make it, didn't quite flip right, but now they are. They're all belly up. I'll go like this. Now they're all cup side up. Here's the primer tube, and it has a little end on it that's made to pick up primers. And I'll go through here and I'll load 100 primers in this tube. It doesn't take really very long. And that's how you fill the tube up. And this is where the empty cases are going to go in this feeder tube. They also have an automatic hopper you can buy that goes on the top that will do this for you automatically, but it's not a big deal just doing it manually. So what we're going to do is take the cases bottom down, drop them in, fill the tube up. Doesn't really take that long. I'll let you see how long this takes. Maybe you're even counting how many go in here. We're doing 9mm, by the way, but it's the same process for all the different cases. So right now our case feeder is full. Okay, here's the feeder tube right there that we're looking at. That's the bottom of it. And what you're going to see is the case is moving down. See the case jump down there? Okay, I'll do that again. All right, see the case falling down. Below the feeder tube is a mechanism that actually distributes the cases down onto the rotary junk in the bottom there. So we'll do that a couple times. Okay, what we're looking at right there is the empty cartridge, the empty case in the shell plate. It's going to go up. It's going to get another case, another empty case. It's going to bring it down, and you can see it rotating, pushing the bullet off, and putting another empty case in place. The shell plate's going to come up. Here's the die back here. This is the die, and it's going to deprime. That just deprime that case, and brought it down and rotated it to the next station. Now, I'm not going to push the handle forward like I'm supposed to. I'm going to show you the case. The case has got the primer out of it. If you look right down here, you can see the primer come up. Okay, that's the priming station. So I'm going to put this cartridge back in here. And I'm going to push the handle forward, which put the primer in the case. And there it is, a new primer in the case. Okay. Now, that case is going to go up and get powder from the powder charging station, come down and rotate to the next station. Now remember, the case right behind it just got primed too. So this case right here has powder in it now. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's got a charge of powder in it. And that powder came from the dispenser. Okay, so here's the powder dispenser, and when the cartridge comes up, it pushes on it, the shuttle moves and fills the case with powder. And down she comes. So that's how the case got powder. The only thing missing is the actual bullet, and this is a reloading bullet. It's not a complete cartridge, but we're going to make a complete cartridge.
and you manually stick that on the end. Bring it up, and that seats the bullet into the empty cartridge. Holy smokes, what's that? Hey, it's low on primers. Right here is your primer tube, your primer feeder tube. And it has a guide rod that goes in there, and when it gets low on primers, hits a little switch and gives you a warning. Now, the tube that we pre-filled with primers, I have one right here. This goes on top. This is full of primers. You pull the pin, and you can hear them all slide right down the tube. So right now there's 100 primers in here, so I can just keep right on reloading for 100 more rounds. And you see now the tube is way up in the air. Okay, so here's the prize. This is what happens with the rotary press like the Dillon 650. Every time we pull the handle, the cartridge falls out. So you can just kind of guess at what speed, how many bullets an hour I can make. Just taking my time here, not hurrying. I can just roll right along. For instance, if you bought 1,000 rounds of 30-06 ammunition, it's about $1 a round sometimes, and you can reload it easily under 50 cents a round. So on just the purchase of 1,000 rounds of ammunition versus reloading it, you could save around $500. That pretty much offsets the price of the press on just one reloading session. So there's a big advantage to reloading. For cost and for accuracy and precision of the bullets you're producing. You can customize your bullet loads to match your guns. That's a whole nother subject I'm not going to go into. I really don't recommend starting with the Dillon 650. Start with the single stage press like an RCBS rock chucker. The rock chuckers also come with the master reloading kit. They're available like that. And it comes with all the little doodads you're going to need to reload. So I'd really recommend you start with that. Even after you move up to progressive press, you would still want to keep that single stage press just for doing test loads, custom loads, changes in your load to try them without messing up this press. It's kind of technical setting the dies, and the only way to really learn that is on a single stage press. So really I recommend do not start off on even a Dillon 650. Start with the single stage press like an RCBS rock chucker. Progress from there to a progressive press. Anyway, good shooting. See you again. I know I didn't cover everything in this. This is just a little overview. So you can kind of hold your criticism. I know it's not all there. But anyway, visit paulswackyworld.com. See you later. Bye.